All right. Check. Looking at things. In order to name a pair of adjacent angles, we're going to need to pick a ray. And since you're not here to pick a ray with me, I'm going to choose my own ray of my own choosing. And I'm going to choose HK. That's going to be the ray that I'm going to look at. And now I want some adjacent angles to HK. In other words, two angles that share this ray. So one of those angles will be over here. And another of those angles, I'll use this one over here. So to write those angles down, I have in orange, I have angle JHK, and I have angle MHK. Now notice, I chose a ray, so I could have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different possible adjacent angles, pairs of adjacent angles. That's just if I chose one thing, and we could do a whole lot more. So long story short, your adjacent angles have to share the same ray, so you have to choose a ray for them to share. I'm going to delete these annotations. There we go. Name a pair of complementary angles. Well, if we look here, this tells us that we have 90 degrees. If we do a little bit of reasoning, though, that means that this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, and this is 90 degrees. So we just need to pick one of these corners to play in. So I'm going to pick this corner down here, right here. So if we look here, the complementary angles, there's two angles that make up this angle. We've got NHM and, let me pick an more obnoxious color, there we go. We've got LHM, so we'll write them down. NHM and LHM. All right. Supplement, but now by the way, you could have done IHG and NHG, and you could have done JHK and LHK. So you could have done a bunch of these. Didn't just have to be that one. Likewise with supplementary, we need a line. So if I look for a line here, I'm going to choose this line because it seems like more fun to me. And I just need to pick a ray that goes off this line. So if I'm just getting to choose any old ray, I'm going to choose this ray. Why? Because I can. And so with that being the case, I use this ray and this point over here. So that would be MHG. And I'm also going to use the same ray and go with K. So MHK. The last one is to name a pair of vertical angles. So to find a pair of vertical angles, whoa, no. Yes, no. Give me a moment. There we go. And there we go. Name a pair of vertical angles. I need to find a good old-fashioned X. And the way to find the X, there's several on here. So if you just take one straight line and you take another straight line, you'll find a pair of vertical angles. Now, notice you could describe them there and there, or you could describe them here and here. So if we look then, I'll go with the green ones. The green ones are GHN and JHK. But if you had wanted to, you could have gone GHJ and KHN. Those would have worked as well. So just wanted to make sure that you saw that there were a couple options. That's why this is difficult, is because we've got to choose things ourselves, and that makes us feel uncomfortable. We're going to tell if things are adjacent, vertical, or neither. So if we look at this first set, this sure looks like an X, and moreover, 78 equals 78, so these are vertical. Over here, these two angles are not adjacent because, let me just show you why, just in case you can't see it. Here's the angle that's 45, and here's the angle that's 135. They're not adjacent, they don't share a ray, and moreover, if you add, 45 does not equal 135. And since 45 does not equal 135, these are not vertical. So this is a neither. And then last but not least, we have these two angles over here. And if we look, these angles share just that ray. And since they share a ray, they are adjacent. Next, tell whether the angles are complementary, supplementary, or neither. Remember, complementary is 90 degrees, supplementary is 180 degrees. So we're going to do some adding. 52 plus 38. Drop the 0, carry the 1, that's 90. So these are complementary. Then we have 65 plus 115. And so, give me a moment here. Okay. And that gives us 180. And so that's supplementary. And then these two here, 40 plus 40 is only 80. And so that's neither. The last one from this page, we're looking at your friend names a pair of supplementary angles. Is your friend correct? Well, our friend named ABC, which is ABC right there. And our friend also named EBD. Those aren't supplementary. Our friend named vertical angles. So these angles are vertical. All right, so there's page 1.